What's going on, everyone? It's KB the Mark here bringing you some breaking news. We have some top stories like WWE not planning to release Mustafa Ali, Sami Zayn resigning to WWE, WWE 2K22 cover athlete revealed, and many, many more. So, with that being said, let's get straight into the news. Karrion Kross voiced concerns to WWE management. Karrion Kross was on Busted Open, and he talked about his time in WWE and what the future holds for him in pro wrestling. Bully Ray asked, "Where did they go wrong with you, and where did you go wrong with them?" Kross said, "I went wrong with this, in retrospect, maybe perhaps being too over compliant. I wasn't crazy about the outfit. Now I will say, I felt comfortable wearing it. I know it looked a little silly, but from my point of view at the time, I wanted to embrace these ideas given to me because people previously had embraced the ideas I had given to them. It was a collaboration. I wanted to demonstrate that at the time, I probably should have said no, and I probably should have tried to sell them on what we created and what we had done in NXT. Also stating, I did speak with management. I said, look, I'm saying this out of professionalism and respect. Based on the reaction from last week, which is measurable through social media and the live reaction as well, this is not being received well. So respectfully, I do believe we should attempt to change course at this point before it's too late. Or we can attempt to develop some sort of narrative that we can put on television where we can connect what I was doing on NXT versus what I'm doing here because people don't understand what's going on. To paraphrase, I was told to just stay the course, which I thought at the time was crazy. WWE has no plans to grant Mustafa Ali his release. Fightful Select reported today that WWE isn't planning to let him go at the moment. Per the report, the two sides have spoken, and the company told him they would not be granting his request for a release. Ali does have a few years left on his contract, but hasn't been used on television in over 2 months. It's unclear as to why WWE won't grant the release, as the company has released so many wrestlers, staff, and employees since the COVID-19 pandemic started in 2020. Sami Zayn resigning to WWE. Zayn has been with WWE since January 2013, and during that time, he has found a lot of success, as he is a one-time NXT champion and two-time Intercontinental champion. Zayn's deal was set to expire in late 2021, but there hadn't been any word until now on whether he signed a short-term extension or long-term deal. Fightful Selects reported today that Zayn has signed a new contract with WWE and is locked down for several more years. Damn. Just when I thought AEW could have scooped him up. Jonathan Gresham versus Bandito announced for a Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. Jonathan Gresham and Bandito each believe they are the true Ring of Honor World Champion. At Supercard of Honor on Friday, April 1st, they will square off to determine which of them is the undisputed Ring of Honor World Champion. The highly anticipated winner-take-all match between Bandito, who possesses the most recent version of the Ring of Honor World title belt, and Gresham, who possesses the original Ring of Honor World title belt. AEW Dynamite tops 1 million viewers. The ratings are in for AEW Dynamite. The show drew 1.032 million viewers. This is up from the 969,000 viewers the show previously drew last week. In the 18 to 49 demographic, the show did a 0.44 rating, which is up from the 0.39 last week. Dynamite beat Monday's WWE Raw in the key demo, as Raw did a 0.43 rating when it went up against strong NFL playoff competition that did over 23 million viewers across ABC and ESPN. NXT 2.0 ties with record low key demo rating on USA Network. The show drew 587,000 live viewers, which is down from the 647,000 viewers the show previously drew a week ago. It did a 0.11 rating for the 18 to 49 demographic. The show did a 0.14 rating 1 week ago. This was the second straight week total viewership was down from what they did for the New Year's Evil edition a few weeks ago. It also had the lowest viewership since December 21st and tied the lowest key demo rating the show has done on the USA Network in 2019. Tom Hanafin talks his WWE release. Tom Hanafin, formerly known as Tom Phillips in WWE, made an appearance on Insight with Chris Van Vliet. He would ask, "What was your reaction to being released by WWE?" Tom stating, "It was a shock and it was a surprise. It was an emotional and heartbreaking day, but this is a business. It's budget cuts, and the pandemic has hit a lot of different businesses in a lot of different ways. I kind of understood how things were going. Adnan Virk was brought in April, then they made the move to Jimmy Smith. I saw the way that things were going, but that's just business. It took me a while to separate my personal feelings from what happened to a business standpoint." Tony Khan paid tribute to Sting. Following last night's AEW Dynamite broadcast, Tony Khan, Tony Schiavone, and Sanjay Dutt went out to the ring to pay tribute to the legendary icon, Sting. Sting said that this was unexpected and he praised Schiavone, Dutt, and Darby Allin. Sting called Allin a leader, a risk taker, and someone who loves the wrestling business. Sting and Allin won last night's main event against The Acclaimed in Sting's first match on TBS in 20 years. Sting said this granddad had his way with The Acclaimed, and it felt just as good as it did when he was in DC for Starrcade in 1997. He closed out by thanking the fans and giving out his trademark "It's Showtime" catchphrase. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, talks about Jade Cargill. Dr. Britt Baker stopped by my mom's basement with Robbie Fox this week to discuss a variety of topics, including teaming up with Adam Cole. Her thoughts on Jade Cargill as TBS Women's Champion and working with Jerry Lynn. Baker would say this about Cargill. Jade winning the TBS title is huge. She's such a megastar when she walks out. She demands attention. To have her as our champion is really cool. She's brand new to wrestling and she's killing it. She's doing so well. I give her a lot of credit because I know how much I struggled early on when I was learning on TV. I at least had 3 years of independent wrestling underneath my shoes to step on for support. But she has no wrestling experience. So she's learning wrestling and TV wrestling all at the same time, and I give her all the credit. Salamander would be so happy. WWE 2K22 cover athlete and release date officially announced. WWE 2K22 hits different with high-flying cover superstar Rey Mysterio. The next installment in WWE 2K franchise is set to launch on March 11, 2022 with a redesigned game engine, new controls, stunning graphics, and all new game modes. Alright everyone, that was the news for January 21st. Please hit that like button and become a member of the family by subscribing to the channel. I'm KB the Mark, signing off. Until the next one. I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.